pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Gender and Applied Women Health. I'm a student leader, Medical Students for Choice in Mbara University of Science and Technology. My education has been pretty smooth, probably because I managed to avoid an unintended pregnancy in the course of my life. In the last 20 years, many haven't had this privilege. Our sincere thanks goes to the government and the ministry for acknowledging the great importance of listening to the young people and for prioritizing us to speak in the 3rd Uganda National Conference of Family Planning. Yesterday, we the youth had our own family planning conference that was to ensure us taking charge as drivers for integrated family planning and socio-economic transformation. We appreciate the UNFPA, the developing partners, civil society, and all the young people for supporting us have a voice in this special day. Thank you very much. To the youth, our time has come and the floor is finally ours. We have a lot to say, many ideas and action plans to put across. Family planning is indeed a national priority issue, and we can't stress it enough by saying it is equally a youth issue. Social norms empower and transform societies, but they equally pose barriers to access to family planning services and information. We the youth hold multiple barriers accountable in the hindrances that we face in accessing family planning and various information in regards to that. When social norms hinder youth from getting proper information, this is a barrier. When services are delivered in a non-friendly manner due to providers' personal social norms and beliefs, this is a great barrier. When social norms decide who can be part of the policy-making decisions, this is a big barrier. When individuals say that family planning is not fit for certain categories of people, believe me, this is a great barrier. When males and parents are not involved in sharing the responsibilities of family planning, I cannot stress this anymore. This is a huge barrier. When the perceptions of people living with disability lead them to not receiving the family planning that they need, and that the health workers do not get training to provide the special needs that the people with disabilities require, this is a sensitive barrier. We the youth are here today to burst the bubble of what family planning is and for whom. Family planning is not only for those with families or for those who want to have families. Family planning is simply a choice. It's simply empowering the youth to be able to make smart, responsible, and realistic decisions consciously. In Uganda alone, 1 in 4 female youth will become a mother before the age of 18, unintentionally. The statistics show that the youth have their first sexual encounter as early as 10, 12, and 14. We embrace the message of abstinence, but we only ask you, is it enough? Is it the only solution we have to the problems? I pose that to all of you. When I have less babies, and when I'm prepared emotionally and financially for them, my family and I will have more resources and opportunities. And if my neighbors too have the same opportunity, then they will equally have better prospects of life. And together as a society, as Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, we will be able to leap into the middle income status by 2040 that we seek to have. And at the same time, contribute holistically to the Sustainable Development Goals. I cannot stress it enough. Young women need to be empowered. They need to be able to choose the number, the timing, and the spacing of their pregnancies. This is a matter of human rights, which we are all entitled to, regardless of who we are. Even still, we the youth acknowledge that many obstacles still exist, while at the same time appreciating the tremendous efforts that have been put in ensuring that we have access to family planning and information services. These obstacles include the lack of health services for many, many youth, the lack of information about our own bodies, and the resistance from important cultural and religious leaders whom we trust and look up to, whom we believe in, instead of working together with us to see how we can incorporate family planning in the religious and traditional practices, hence realizing the opportunity of building stronger families, a stronger nation, with everyone having the ultimate prospects of their life's potential. We the youth cannot do this alone. We look unto all of you for your support. Our leaders, political, cultural, religious, we look unto you to help us overcome these barriers. And these barriers are: we ask you to ensure that there is age-appropriate sexual and reproductive education that reaches every youth in their differences and is tailor-made for everyone in need of active and preventive services. We require innovative solutions to find and reach out to all youth with outreaches to rural areas that might not be near the health facilities. We need you to invest in peer-to-peer reach-outs for the groups of youth that might not be comfortable speaking to an adult or walking to a health facility.
I hope you're winding up.
I am.
Please.
We need specific efforts to reach out to the vulnerable groups of youths, the refugees, the disabled, and the LGBTI communities. We need investment in providing family planning services and information to the youth in a youth-friendly manner. We need to promote a comprehensive sexuality education that focuses on providing age-appropriate information to prevent unintended pregnancies, the need for abortions, HIV, and other STIs.
Lastly,
we need integrations of services in youth peer spaces, empowering youth with independence, ownership, and self-esteem to define their own future. Decision makers, we want you not only to talk about youth, talk to youth, but give the youth a platform to speak and help themselves. We, the young people, believe that this will contribute to changing the social dynamics that affect us and enable us to embrace ourselves as active agents of change. 1 in 4 will currently not be so lucky. It could be me, it could be your son, it could be your daughter.
yeah. Can we give